finally on our way to go pick up our batteries. Now, these are not the batteries that we originally ordered that we were all excited about several months ago, because those batteries apparently haven't gone into production yet. So, they do not exist. We're going to kind of do a patch since our current batteries are dead. There's nothing around that. What we're going to do is we're simply going to get 4 batteries to make a 48-volt bank for the house bank, for the motor bank. And that's just going to run the motor, just for in and out of marina, nothing else. The house side, I'm going to see if our old batteries can hold. We'll give them a test, so we'll just commission the fridge and get that all rolling. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, then we're going to get a new house battery, and then we'll simply deal with those 5 batteries later.
While Herby's working inside, I am cleaning the literal crap off this deck and making it look all pretty like all the other boats in this marina. This is the clean side, and this is the dirty side.
Biodegradable soap, by the way, in case you were wondering.
That's a video.
We are going to see some car thing. We don't really know what it is, but it's a car thing, and there are a lot of people here, so we're seeing it.
It's a rally event that's happening on the island.
All cars can do is drive.
Oh, I see. He registers there. This is where the cars wait. Oh, this is cool. So this is where the drivers stop before they enter the part where they show everyone they're driving. This is taking longer than I thought it would. We can hear him. There he is. He's a little on the slow side, this one. Not gonna bet on him. Oh, they're wearing helmets. There are 2 people in there. You can hear the people reacting.
Pardon the mess. We went in the water and we had 3 people hanging out on the boat that were visiting. So between repairs, finishing up all the stuff that we needed to do, plus having other people living in the boat, it's a dump. But to add to the dump, I've completely torn out the floors, torn out everything, because I'm replacing our battery bank with a Get Us to Portugal bank. So this isn't a permanent one, so if you guys look at this and you're like, whoa, the colors of the cables are wrong, those aren't the right batteries, all that, I know. We just got to get to Portugal. We're going to get it fixed when we get there. A very, very common question that we always get asked is, if we run the generator, can we then motor indefinitely using the electric motor? Because the generator is putting out that kind of power, and then we're running off that power. So in theory, yes. Everything comes down to power, and in its simplest form, electric motors make that really easy to comprehend because they're rated in watts. Well, kilowatts, because they do a lot of power. So our electric motor does 20,000 watts of work. That's a lot, so that's why they call it 20 kilowatts. Now, our Honda 2000 is a 2 kilowatt generator, which means that it puts out 2,000 watts of power. So while the motor can run at 20 kilowatts, the generator can only put out 2 kilowatts. So if you're running just off the generator, you can only run at the rate that the generator can put the power out. Now 2 kilowatts is great, that's a lot of power, that gives us pretty good speed. But the reason it's in theory is between the generator and the motor, there's a step. And that step is the battery charger. So this is our new battery charger that I'm about to put in. It's a Delta Q, and it puts out 1.2 kilowatts. So it is 25 amps at 48 volts DC. Which means that the generator is putting out 2 kilowatts, feeding this guy. This guy then puts out 1.2 kilowatts. So that is the number that we could theoretically run at indefinitely based off the generator. Now, what speed is that? That is very slow. That's a couple knots, like 2-3 knots around there. When we were going down the ICW, and it was painfully slow to watch, and even more painful to actually be in that situation. There, the generator was able to put out 2 kilowatts. Our battery charger was able to point out 0.28 kilowatts. So 288 watts. Oh, and if you're ever wondering how you know that your batteries are dead, like dead, well, there's a couple simple things. So normally, a fully charged battery sitting at rest will have 12.7 volts across the poles. If it's more than that, it's charged. It's really charged. If it's less than that, then you're starting to get into discharge. Now at 12.0, you're pretty discharged. And at 10.6, that battery is dead. Let's take a look at our 12 volt batteries at rest after having tried charging them a lot. Like we've had solar into them, we've run chargers, all this stuff. They're toast. Let's take a look at their charge readings. Okay, so you just set your voltmeter, or your multimeter. So you set it on DC volts. Now for a 48 volt bank, when I go the negative and I go to the positive, see how it says 52 volts? So that's really good. And now if I go just across one of these batteries, so I'm going on the same battery to its positive, it's reading 13 volts. So that's really good. Like these batteries are nicely charged. I mean, they're brand new. Now, let's look at our dead battery. So one of those that I'm just keeping in here as a space maintainer. Okay, when I hooked up to our Vetus, it read 13 volts. When I hook up to these, 2.2. That is a very, very dead battery. That is why I keep saying that our motor bank is dead. We have a step-down converter, so we can convert 48 volts down to 12 volts to run things like our radio and our fridge. That is how we're going to limp our way to Portugal.
We have both worked so hard today. We're trying really hard to ready the boat for its next adventure, and it's almost there, which is really exciting. We can check some really big things off our list, and now we're going to take showers because we really, really need them. And then we are going to treat ourselves to a belated anniversary dinner courtesy of Herby's parents. So thank you very much, Mom and Dad, and we can't wait to eat at the captain's table tonight. Captain's Table is a popular stop for cruisers, and we've been here for 10 months and still not gone. It was actually started by a British couple who cruised here and just stayed, which is pretty common actually for the Azores. One of the owners came around yesterday and handed us a 10% coupon and also informed us that to get a free beer, all we had to do was show up with a rope with a knot in it.
So, our lazy jacks, being how we're going to be replacing them, they're going to be the piece of rope. I need to sharpen this knife. I definitely need to sharpen this before I do the splices. There we go. Let's do a,
Something pretty.
yes, that's right. I'm doing a fishing rod. There. Nice little barrel.
All right, fisherman knot. Free beer.
Yes.
This is amazing.
That is the 21 gun salute for Portugal Day, which I find ironic because Portugal Day is celebrating the peaceful transition from a dictatorship to a democracy. And it was accomplished with no weapons, no fighting, no nothing. It was all completely peaceful. So I find it really ironic that it is celebrated by a warship shooting at the harbor.
Look at the water. We're gonna film a video for you guys about rudders, and we've got a bunch of stuff here that we got to pick up and actually take back to the boat that we left here.
Huge and really heavy.
My task for the rest of the day is to make the videos that you will be seeing while we are busy doing the crossing to Portugal. So it's a lot of work ahead of me, but I do get to do it in the shade and comfort of our cockpit. We just found out that all these loud bangs we've been hearing have been associated with the Holy Spirit House festivals going around the island. So we're gonna go see if we can check them out before the sun sets.
I think we found it.
I want to park here because
Yes, ma'am.
that's the Spirit House right there.
Obrigado. Obrigado. So the festival at the Holy Spirit House is every year. They hand out bread on this day, and then tomorrow they're going to go around and distribute wine and bread to the houses in the area. And then they're going to have a play here with music, and then after the play, then they're going to pray to the Holy Spirit, and then that's the plan.
This entire time that we've been here on Terceira Island, I have been going around collecting as many photographs of Imperios as I could, and each one is completely unique. the festivals of the Imperios only happen at this time of year. So I've been waiting and waiting, and it's finally here. What was that? Oh, okay. So we got the Holy Spirit bread. It's a very special bread that they give out at the Imperios. And it's shaped like this.
It's got a little head on it.
I don't know why, but it's cute. And it's tradition. And it's sweet. This is sweet bread. It's special. So we're excited to have this for our journey on the ocean, although we'll have to eat it pretty fast because it's fresh.
And no preservatives.
No preservatives.
Eu abri estas luzes aqui. 45 este.
Well, that was very exciting. They were having an auction.
Sorry.
They were having an auction. I decided to stop at this Imperio because it's my very favorite one on the whole island. And we went in and they were having an auction, and so it was a perfect time to donate money to our favorite Imperio. And we did so by purchasing a comforter for one of the beds in the boat. And they were so welcoming and nice to us, and they gave us this. This is a special candy that they make at this time of year during the Imperio festivities, and it's called
Alfanim.
Alfanim. And so we're going to be able to enjoy this on our way to Porto.
It's a candy.
It's candy.
A big candy.
The dryer here didn't dry our clothes. So this is the situation. It's too dewy out to leave our clothes outside, although we do have a few in the cockpit so that the morning sun will dry them. For now, we're going to sleep. So Stan's cotter pin, Stan is our staysail, his cotter pin was completely gone. So I'm sending up a cotter pin to Herby, and good thing he went up. Okay. All right. Here it goes. Oh, I can't budge it. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, so the ring is off.
Ring is off. Now you're gonna slide the lever out. Rotate it out. The side of the stay that
I'm doing it.
It rotates out that direction. Yep, there we are. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Alright, I got the pin, the clevis pin put. You can slide it back up. It's gonna put tension on the stay again.
Okay.
Got it?
Almost.
Alright.
Okay, I got it.
You slide the ring back down?
Yep.
Okay.
Ring is down.
Good. Thanks, babe. Alright.
Okay.
Cotter pin is back in.
Good.
Oh.
This is great with the gimbaled stove.
That's the thing, when you don't have an engine, and then the wind goes away. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.
And if you'd like to follow our journey in real time on a map, receive postcards from our ports of call, and message us directly to the boat, you can go ahead and become a patron using the link in the description down below.